What if I told you that the secret to unbelievably fertile garden soil isn't found in a bag of fertilizer, but in forgotten wisdom from centuries past? As fellow gardeners, we've all stood over patches of lifeless, compacted earth, wondering how our ancestors managed to feed entire civilizations without synthetic inputs. The answer lies in ancient watering techniques that modern agriculture has largely abandoned. Methods so powerful they can transform depleted soil in as little as 24 hours. Today we're going to unlock these secrets together and revolutionize how you think about watering your garden. The silent crisis. Understanding why our soil is dying. Walk through any conventional garden center and you'll be bombarded with products promising quick fixes for struggling soil. Yet despite our technological advances, we're facing a soil crisis that would have absolutely baffled our ancestors. Modern irrigation practices, with their emphasis on surface watering and chemical dependency, have created a generation of gardeners who, maybe without even realizing it, suffocate their soil's natural processes. The problem runs deeper than most folks realize. When we flood the soil surface repeatedly, we end up creating an anaerobic environment that kills beneficial microorganisms, while at the same time encouraging harmful pathogens. What's particularly heartbreaking is watching fellow gardeners pour money and effort into their plots, only to see diminishing returns year after year. The soil becomes increasingly dependent on external inputs, while losing its natural resilience and fertility. This is where ancient wisdom becomes not just relevant, but, honestly, it's essential for any gardener who's serious about long-term success. Our gardening ancestors weren't just lucky. They were brilliant engineers who really understood soil as a living ecosystem. Now consider the Persian Qanat system, which transported water through underground channels for over 2,000 years, maintaining consistent soil moisture without waterlogging. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Or, let's examine the Inca terracing systems that created microclimates capable of supporting diverse crops on what seemed like impossible mountain slopes. It's a testament to human ingenuity for sure. Perhaps most fascinating is the ancient practice of hugel kultur, where buried wood creates water-storing sponges that release moisture slowly while feeding soil organisms. These Germanic farmers understood something we've forgotten. Water should work with soil biology, not against it. The underlying principle connecting all these ancient techniques is elegant in its simplicity. Water should be stored within the soil profile, not applied to its surface. When water is held in organic matter and slowly released, it creates perfect conditions for beneficial bacteria and fungi to thrive. Let's put these principles into practice with a technique I call the overnight revival method. It's basically a simplified approach that combines ancient wisdom with modern convenience. This method works by creating water storage zones within your soil profile while, at the same time, feeding the microbial community that makes nutrients available to plants. So, to get started, just pick an area of struggling soil in your garden. Instead of reaching for amendments or fertilizers, we're going to create a moisture management system that works with natural processes. Dig a trench that's about 12 inches deep and as wide as your problem area. Into this trench, place organic matter that will hold water while slowly decomposing. Aged logs, thick branches, or even cardboard and newspaper will work beautifully. Then, cover this organic layer with a mixture of compost and native soil, creating gentle mounds that encourage water infiltration while preventing runoff. The magic happens when you water this system deeply, but infrequently. The buried organic matter acts like a sponge, holding moisture against plant roots while creating the perfect environment for beneficial microorganisms to multiply exponentially. What makes this technique particularly powerful is its effect on soil structure. As the organic matter decomposes, it creates air pockets that improve drainage while simultaneously increasing water holding capacity, seemingly contradictory benefits that ancient farmers understood intuitively. The transformation that occurs within 24 to 48 hours of implementing this technique often surprises even experienced gardeners. The science behind this rapid change is fascinating and honestly perfectly logical. When organic matter begins decomposing in the presence of adequate moisture, it creates an immediate food source for soil bacteria and fungi. These microorganisms multiply rapidly, breaking down organic compounds and making nutrients available to plant roots. Perhaps most importantly, this system creates what soil scientists call hydraulic lift, a phenomenon where deep-rooted plants draw water from lower soil layers and release it at shallower depths through their root systems. This natural irrigation system continues working even when surface soil appears dry, providing consistent moisture to the entire plant community while building soil health with every growing season. So, adopting these ancient watering principles isn't just about solving immediate soil problems, it's about, creating resilient garden ecosystems that become more productive over time. Unlike conventional methods that require increasing inputs to maintain productivity, these techniques create positive feedback loops where soil health just keeps improving continuously. The long-term economic benefits are equally compelling. Gardens managed with ancient watering techniques require fewer external inputs while producing higher yields of more nutritious food. The initial investment in organic matter really pays dividends for years as the system becomes increasingly self-sustaining. Many gardeners actually report cutting their water bills by 30 to 50%, while at the same time improving their harvest quality and quantity. The secret to transforming dead soil isn't hidden in expensive products or complicated techniques. It's waiting in the wisdom our ancestors used to feed the world. These ancient water management principles offer every gardener, regardless of experience level, the tools to create abundant, resilient growing systems that improve with time. Start small, experiment freely, and trust in the natural processes that have sustained life for millennia. Your soil is waiting to come alive again, and with these forgotten techniques, that transformation can begin tonight. Ready to revolutionize your garden and join a community of soil builders from around the world? Subscribe to the Living Soil Lab for more ancient wisdom made practical, and share this guide with fellow gardeners who are ready to work with nature instead of against it. Together, we're not just growing plants, we're regenerating the earth one garden at a time.